first step in installing your under-the-counter water ionizer will be to cut a hole in your sink or countertop that is 1 3/4 of an inch in diameter. This hole will be needed to shove the inlet tube, outlet tube, and electrical cord through your sink or countertop to be fed to the water filtration system and water ionization chamber. After you've shoved the electrical cord and inlet and outlet tubes through the hole, you will then take the double-sided large brass screw and screw it in to the bottom of the gooseneck controller. You will also want to make sure that the large black rubber O-ring is secure on the bottom of your gooseneck controller. Then place the controller on the countertop and proceed underneath your countertop. You will now need to make sure that the large brass screw we inserted into the controller is through the countertop properly. You will next want to find the large metal horseshoe shaped piece that will be used to hold the controller in place. You will take the large brass bolt or nut and tighten it at the bottom of the large brass screw so the large metal horseshoe piece is secure and tight between the nut and the countertop. Make sure that your inlet tube, outlet tube, and electrical tube are freely coming from the countertop. The next step will be to bring in your water filtration system and make sure that it sits even on the bottom of your countertop or underneath your sink. You will take the water line coming from your tap that you tapped into the cold water line and insert that white flexible plastic tubing into the water filtration side marked inlet. You will then bring in your water ionizer chamber. This holds the electrodes that will do the ionization. You will want to get your tubing that goes from your filtration system to the inlet of your water ionization chamber. Shove the white flexible tubing into the water filtration side marked outlet, and then take the tube coming from your water filtration marked outlet going to the inlet of the water ionization chamber. You will then want to put the tubing over the 1/4 inch hose barb on the bottom of the water ionizer chamber and secure it with the metal hose clamp that is provided. Next, we will take the gray tubing coming from your gooseneck controller and put it in the swiveling hose barb on the bottom of your ionizer electrode chamber labeled acidic or outlet. This will be for the acid water coming from the electrode chamber to go up to the water ionizer gooseneck controller on top of your faucet. We will then want to make sure that all the electrical plugs are plugged in correctly. The water filtration system should have a plug coming from it going to the bottom of the water ionizer electrode chamber. You will then plug in the gooseneck controller plug coming from the countertop into the back top side of the water ionizer electrode chamber. Screw in the tightening mechanism of this electrical mechanism so it has a secure fit. Next, we will want to get the large tubing that will go from the water ionizer electrode chamber's top outlet, which will be your alkaline water. This will go from the top of the electrode chamber up to the large outlet of the gooseneck controller. Again, use the large hose clamps that are provided to have a secure fit. Next, final step will be to arrange the electrode chamber and water filtration system so it is neat underneath your countertop and can dispense water properly. And finally, we will plug in your water ionizer and make sure that the red on-off switch from the water supply is turned on. This will allow water flow to the unit. You have now successfully installed your under-the-counter water ionizer. If there are any questions that were not answered in this video, or if you have other questions, please contact your water ionizer distributor.